This is Mesa Campground near Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument. That's where the dump site used to be, but there is no dump site anymore. So you are going to be needing to dump before you come. I'll walk through all the sites. Our experience, this is a very nice campground. The breaker on our site is a little weak. That's the camp host site. I don't know if they don't have a camp host this time of year or if he's just gone somewhere. So there's your fee schedule. Hookup sites are $15. Tent sites are $10 and extra vehicles are $3. Of course, if you're holding a pass of some sort, it's half off. And we're pass holders, so for us 2 nights was $15. Easy way to understand this park is all of the outside sites are basically designed for tents and they do not have hookups, but they do all have decent spots to park. Our 38-foot rig would fit in just about any of these outside spots as well. The inside spots, which I believe will all be on my left or your left, are the hookup sites. So anything on the right is non-hookup, anything on the left is hookup. But some of the views here, this is site 3, and some of the views are just fantastic. You get a big view of an open field there. I would imagine that there are animals that come out in there. I have not seen any. This is site 4, a little more secluded. Each of these sites has a path on the back to walk a trail, or you can make your way down to the valley there. This is site 5. We were considering this site. It's convenient to the restrooms, but it slopes a little bit from the back to the front. So with our rig, it would have been difficult to level. If you have a trailer, it probably wouldn't be too bad. This is site 6. Kind of the same situation. If you have a long motorhome, leveling may be difficult. This is site 7. This one's pretty level all the way across. It's a nice site. Your views are going to be good here of the wooded area, and it's pretty clean. This is site 8. This is us. No problems at all leveling. We're about 1 degree out to start with, front to back, and about 1 degree left to right. This is site 9. It's a little narrow on the parking spot here, but it's very level, so I think you could park there if you wanted to as well. And again, this one overlooks that nice valley with the open field in it. This is site 10. Another pretty decent site. Really all of them here are pretty decent. Level, a little bit of shade in some of them are pretty open. This is site 11. This is site 12. It has probably the smallest parking area, but again, from your tent site, it's a beautiful view up the valley and hiking right off the back of your site. This is site 13. Again, tilts a little bit from the back to the front, so if you're in a motorhome, it might be a problem, but In a trailer, you shouldn't have any issues at all. Morning. This is site 14. 14 is really more of a tent site. It leans from the right to the left if you're going to try to park there in a vehicle. But it's a pretty spacious site, and you get views of both the lake and the valley. So it's a good site if you're looking to put up a tent. Here's the trailhead. Trailhead goes down all the way to the lake. Easy trail down. Trails follow the lake, go up over the hills all over. Morning. This is site 15. Another good tent site. You can see over the lake pretty well. This is site 16. As you can see here, there's somebody with a tent and a camper. It's a little unlevel. It tilts up as you go into it more. So with a trailer, you're fine. With a motorhome, you may have some issues. This is site 17. All the sites here are pretty spacious. 30 amp service and water. This is a nice level site. This is site 18. And then we come to the bathrooms. Bathrooms here are a little different. There are no showers, and it's a single stall. So there's this one and the one when we first started. This is site 19. This is also a really nice site. You can look out over the lake. We actually considered parking here. If it were going the other direction, this is the site we would have taken. And then site 20 is down, or actually that's another part of site 19, I believe. Because site 20 is the one up here, and it's another one we considered. There were a lot of spaces available when we got here. And this one again is a nice level site. You get some shade. We would have been our slide looking out over the interior area, which is a pretty wide open area. Lots of little trees, lots of birds. Site 21. I'm sorry, this was site 22. So that last one that I thought was part of 19 must have been site 20. 21 is a pretty small pull-off, but you look out over the mountains. So again, not a bad site. I haven't seen any sites here that would really deter me from coming up here. It's about as close as you want to drive to the Gila cliff dwellings in a motorhome. The road up, we took 35 very specifically, and that road up is pretty easy going. Few hills, pretty narrow, lots of turns, but nothing that's bad in a 38 foot. I think any rig could make its way up there. This is site 23. Nice little loop site. Site 24. Again, pretty level in the back, but as you get too far to the front, which you may in a long motorhome, your front wheels would have to come up quite a ways. And then we come back around to the start, and again the dump here is no longer functional. There's no dump, there's no water, there's nothing to use there other than, so we have made the whole loop now, and this is the first restroom. and back to the camp host site.